Hello guys, Dusty here with another YouTube video, and yes, it's been a while since I've done one of these, hasn't it? Yeah, it's mostly because of a couple reasons that I'll get to at the end of the video, but anyway, yeah, we found more video games, and we have quite a few, individual finds here. We haven't found any big lots of things for the most part, but, we just found, pickups here and there, and, that creates good amount of video games, I suppose, at my feet right here. So to get started, we're going to start with some PC finds, which were actually all I found in like a 2-week period. We got Spore for the PC, and now here's the thing about Spore for the PC. I believe it requires online activation, but I like this game so much, I just kind of wanted to have the physical Spore. So yeah, that's going to be going in the PC collection. That was a Goodwill find, just walked into the Goodwill, saw it, bought it, $2, I believe, probably. It doesn't say it on here. It doesn't look like, so yeah, it would have been $2. Alright, the next find is actually from a garage sale. PC game at the garage sales. Yeah, I never find PC games at the garage sales that are, worth picking up. But this one was kind of interesting, because first of all, it was 25 cents, and second of all, it is, come on, Descent Anniversary Edition. Yeah, and this is a kind of, people want it anyway. It's like a $20 game. And the person selling it, oh, there's a video game for later. Is there any other hiding in here? Let's see. I don't know, but she said she was trying to sell it for years, and I believe it's like complete in here and it has everything. So I don't know if I must have just always missed that garage sale or something. But yeah, nonetheless, we got Descent, the Anniversary Edition from Interplay. So that will go with my incredibly small collection of big box PC games, but I'd like to find more eventually. Not a huge PC collector, but, if the games interest me, I'll buy them. Alright, so next up, this is where things get weird, because I found I found all this stuff over, a long period of time, so, yeah, the continuity is going to be a little off. I might even have forgotten where I've gotten some of this stuff, and what stuff I got with what. Okay, so these were probably, I believe these were found at the same time. They were each $1. They were at the Goodwill. The Goodwill was probably picked through, but there were 2 games there that I didn't have that weren't sports games, so I went for it. Well, one of them is, but it's one that, it's Cyber Tiger. So, and it's complete, good shape. If I remember correctly. I wouldn't have bought it otherwise. So, well, there we go. I'm getting good at this YouTube thing, let me tell you. I've been doing great. There we go. We got it. Alright. And then, of course, South Park, which I didn't have. I've also, if I remember correctly, that one isn't very good. So, yeah. Alright, next up, we got, okay, these ones must have came from the pawn shop. We got Tekken 5, and we got our obligatory copy of Star Wars Battlefront 2 for the video. This game goes for like 10 to 15 bucks on eBay. I just want to show how common it is to find. So for the PlayStation 2, the Xbox version's a little bit more expensive. It goes 25 to 30, but that one's like a lot less common in my experience. So yeah, we found Star Wars Battlefront 2 again. I probably have like 9 or 10 of them now. Maybe I'll just collect individual copies of Star Wars Battlefront 2. I've done stranger in my life. Alright, so it looks like next up we got, these are pawn shop finds, $2 a piece, and those were $2 a piece, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that. But we got WCW Nitro here, and Wipeout 64. They had other games, but they wanted more for them, so $2, why not? Alright, and, let's see, we also found Sonic the Hedgehog, the original for the Game Gear. Did not have this one before, and the Goodwill only wanted $1 for it, so I had to pick that up. Let's see, we also found, I think this was a stack that I found all at the same time from the pawn shop. Yeah, that looks about right. Okay, so for starters, we found Tony Hawk's Underground 2 for the GameCube. I don't believe I had this one complete, so, and if it's a complete GameCube game and it's $2, at this point I'll probably buy it, even if it's like a sports game, just because I do want to complete my GameCube collection. As long as I, don't already have it. If I do already have it, what's the point of buying a sports game for $2? Because it's not like we're ever going to play any of those anyway, so. And then next up, we got the Incredible Hulk Ultimate Destruction, which I also didn't have, so that will go up here because we are running out of space very quickly. And then we also got Drakengard 2. just lying around it. This one isn't complete, unfortunately. Both of those were, but this one is not. And it was $4. But since this is like, it's something like a $30 to $50 game. I mean, yeah, you pick that up for $4, even if it isn't complete. Okay, and where do we put it? That's the question. We will just make a stack right here. There we go. We're just going to have stacks to the ceiling of just overflow games. It's going to be great. Alright, then, let's see. These were from the Iowa Falls Goodwill at one point. They were each $2.39. We got Club Penguin, Elite Penguin Force, because because first of all, Club Penguin just shut down their servers, so it's kind of cool to have a piece of some kind of online gaming history thing. I don't know. I just bought it because it was $2.40, and it's complete in good shape, so why not? Then we also got Brain Age. This is actually the not-for-resale version, which I don't know what this came with. Did it come with a DS? I don't know, but it's not for resale, and I don't see the not-for-resale one very often, so I figured I'd pick that one up. I think that's the one I don't see very often. I don't know. I see Brain Age complete quite a bit, but I don't, I don't really think about that too much. But I don't remember seeing the not-for-resale very often. And then also we got another copy of Professor Layton and the Curious Village. Now I do actually already own this somewhere here. I do, don't I? Oh yeah, I do, right here. And now the question is which one's in better condition. This one was $2.50, this one was $2.39, so immediately this one has something going for it. Yeah, this one has everything, and this one looks to have everything too. Yeah, that's going to be difficult to determine which one I actually keep of those. But nonetheless, we found another one. And then this one was actually, we found something at, we found one game at the Goodwill, no, two games. The one that fell out of Descent earlier. We found two DS games at the Goodwill for $3 a piece, which I usually will not pay $3 for a out-of-the-case DS game, but particularly ones that I'm bound to drop. But we did find Metroid Prime Hunters, which I remember this one being a good game. I could be wrong on that, but I think I might have played it once. I can't remember. It was like a Metroid Prime game on the DS, if I remember correctly. Yeah, and we also got Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story. I'll have to take the Sharpie off of that, but nonetheless, it's in good shape. And for $3, I would consider that a decent find. Alright, we also found, for $5, it was originally marked for $10, and the person grabbed it out of the case, said, it's missing the battery cover, we'll give you it for $5. It's like, probably wouldn't have taken it for $10 to be completely honest with you guys, but would have for $5, if anything, for this doofy accessory. This is a Game Boy Advance. And it comes with two Duracell nice alkaline copper top batteries. So that expired in 2015. And it also comes with some Energizer batteries up there that probably expired. No, those expired in 2016, it looks like. So, I don't know how you get this battery door off to double check that. No, that's a 10. They expired in 2010. Yeah, they're probably still good. But yeah, as you can see, it's a screen light situation for the Game Boy Advance, because if you're playing a Game Boy Advance, you need one. Go ahead and pop a game in here. See how that works. Granted, I shouldn't be judging it with these batteries since they're old. It didn't start. Try this again. There we go. I see the Nintendo logo now. Yeah, and it works, so can't argue with that. Okay. Okay, next up looks like a stack that I got from the Goodwill. Oh yeah, I do remember this one. I walked into the Goodwill, saw some games on the in the CD section, so I went ahead and picked them up. Got Tomb Raider, which I don't believe I had the original Tomb Raider for the PlayStation, so that is a new one to me. We got Road and Track and Need for Speed, which I'm not sure if I have the original Need for Speed for the PlayStation either. Then we got Hexen, which I definitely did not have. Time Crisis, which I also did not have. And the Greatest Hits version of Twisted Metal, which I didn't have. I believe I have the regular version, but I do not have the Greatest Hits. So now I do have the Greatest Hits. That's pretty cool. All of those were $1, by the way, so not too bad. And then we got some garage sale. I was about to say Switch. Garage sale DS games. All right, so now these games were $2 a piece, I think. But yeah, we got Brain Age 2 to go along with Brain Age. We've got Scribblenauts, which I absolutely love the Scribblenauts games, so it's good to finally have them. I've been waiting to get them until I could find ones, you know, that are complete in the box. My sister had these when we were growing up, so yeah. And we also got Super Scribblenauts, so we'll have both games in the series for the DS. All right, next up are some Goodwill GameCube games. Yeah, just kind of a general situation. Walked into the Goodwill, they were with the DVDs. We got Monster House, which I did not have before. So, and these were each, no, these were $2, I believe. I don't know, they don't have stickers on them, so they're probably $2. But this one has a pawn shop sticker from 2013 that says $2.99 on it. So, interesting. Kind of threw me off for a moment. But yeah, so somebody bought this from the pawn shop and then 4 years later brought it to the Goodwill. Funny. But yeah, and I believe it's complete. Probably, yeah, it is complete, and I didn't have it before, so a GameCube game that I don't have for $2, I will usually buy. We will move Fire Emblem Fates there. Or no, Shadows of Frontier. Sorry, my head hurts. That's my excuse. What's yours? We got Donkey Konga, again for $2, which my Donkey Konga, I do have it, but it's not in as good of shape as this one. I don't believe I have the manual still either, so yeah, this is probably going to at least go along with mine. I don't know, mine's from my childhood, so I might keep it, but yeah. Found that anyway, and then we also got Chicken Little. So yeah, kind of narrowing some of the holes in the license games on the GameCube this time around, so that's nice. Any GameCube games I can find, hey, I'll be happy with them. Okay, so now we get on to some more recent pickups. These ones were from the pawn shop in the same trip. Each of them were $2. We got Lamborghini American Challenge with kind of a beat-up label, but it was $2, so whatever. We have no room for Super Nintendo games or Nintendo 64 games. Oh no. I'm gonna have to move down to the basement game room at some point. I still have to get that done. But yeah, we also found XG2 or Extreme G2, I believe, which I just picked up the original Extreme G video or two ago. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And I'm gonna actually have to move these out of the way because we have more like regular case games to put on top. So these were each from the pawn shop recently. Let's see. Stop it at the right point. Yeah, these were all from the pawn shop at actually yesterday, so I'm doing these a little out of order. But nonetheless, we found a nice stack of PlayStation 2 games for $2 a piece, which is nice that they've gone down to $2 a piece. The pawn shop was selling it for $3 a piece at one point. Yeah, it made it difficult to buy games. But anyway, we got Escape from Monkey Island, in really nice shape. Yeah, cool find for the PlayStation 2 anyway. We got Astro Boy, which I'll pretty much buy anything Astro Boy, so. And it's complete, too. We got Beyond Good and Evil. Still looking out for this on the GameCube, but, yeah, it's nice to have it on the PlayStation 2 anyway. I didn't have this on anything before. In fact, I almost bought it on Steam once, I believe, on a like, really cheap Steam sale. In fact, I might have bought it on Steam on that Steam sale. I don't know. Usually when I buy a game on a Steam sale, it's because it's like freaking 30 cents or something like that. I don't like to buy digital games if I can avoid it, but I will if it's the only way of getting the game. And next up we got Shadow of the Colossus. I do already have both this version and the Greatest Hits version of this one, but Shadow of the Colossus for $2. I mean, I can't pass this up. This used to be kind of like one of those Holy Grail games, so it's difficult to pass it up. I passed up a copy of Dark Cloud there, too. Once again, it's one of those games where, you know, you used to have to pay $40 for a copy of Dark Cloud. Now you can't get rid of a copy of Dark Cloud. It's incredible. But yeah, and then, speaking of games like that, Ico! Yeah, finally have Ico. I actually, okay, funny story, here once. I went to GameStop, and they had buy two get one free on PlayStation 2 games. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna buy 2 copies of Eco, sell one, and I believe I bought another game that, you know, had a little bit of value to it for the PlayStation 2, so, you know, it added up. And then what ended up happening was, right as I bought it, because, you know, I had checked the value of this game because I was looking for it at that point. Right at the time of this game, I don't know when this was, but the value, like, just sunk, so I returned it. So now I have it again. That's a boring, mundane story, but, you know, it's Eco. It's complete. I don't know if I checked the condition of this one. I think I grabbed it. It is, like, flawless, so that's good. And it even has what looks like a registration card, too. This could be fun. I thought of sending one of these in, seeing what happens. I'll probably never get around to doing it, though. Alright. So, next pickups came from a garage sale that I actually live streamed a little bit. I didn't actually keep the archive because it was incredibly boring, and these are the only things that I found. But, nonetheless, I did find them. And they're Xbox and Xbox 360 games, and I believe they were each $1. So we got MX vs. ATV Unleashed. Here for $1, I believe it's complete. And yeah, I like the ATV and MX games a little bit. I don't play them very often, but, you know, I like them. We got NFL Street 2 for $1, why not? And we also got a sequel to a game that I like, Midnight Club Los Angeles. I very much like Midnight Club 3. It's absolutely fantastic racing game on the PlayStation 2. I put way too many hours into it. I believe I beat the career mode, which took a very long time in that game, of the DUB edition of the game. I didn't get the DUB edition remix, though, just the regular DUB edition, because they actually released like 4 different versions of that game. It was crazy, but it was a good game. So now we have Midnight Club Los Angeles Complete Edition, so it has everything, I'm sure, maybe, kind of, almost. And now, speaking of video games, I call back to earlier, Star Wars Battlefront 2. We found Star Wars Battlefront 2 at the pawn shop, okay? Now, here's the thing about this one, though. I walked into the pawn shop, I looked where they keep the PlayStation 2 and Xbox games, and I saw it, and I was like, oh, great, another copy of Star Wars Battlefront. Whoa, wait a moment. Wait. This is the Xbox version. Yeah, this one's a pretty good find. It used to be really expensive. Now it's like a $25, $30 game. But I got it for $2 in very nice shape. Besides the manual having some issues there. Yeah. This is a game I was looking for quite a bit, because I very much do like Star Wars Battlefront 2. I used to play the original Star Wars Battlefront a lot on the PC back in the day, because I used to have it. I actually got it at Goodwill when I was like, I don't know, like 10. So played it a lot on our incredibly slow computer. It took like 5 minutes to load a match. It was something. But yeah, Star Wars Battlefront 2 for the Xbox. Cool find. Alright, now last but not least, and this is the most recent one, I believe. So this one was one that I wasn't entirely planning on getting first. I was kind of debating with myself on it, and I decided, due to the persuasion of some people on nowinstock.net, which I'll talk about them later, I decided to get ARMS. Yeah, I have them now. Look at no. I decided to get the video game for the Nintendo Switch, ARMS. And yeah, I don't have it in here right now because I have it in my Switch. Because let me tell you, I've been enjoying this game. I've been enjoying it quite a bit. Particularly now that I found my Switch dock. Because I had lost it at one point, and I was afraid it was in my car. For those of you who don't know this wonderful story, tree branch fell on my car, insurance company totaled it, took it away, I got a new one. But, yeah. I was afraid I left it in my car for some reason, though I, you know, like, fully cleared it out and everything, because I was taking it between my house and my parents' house while I was dog-sitting the dog, because that's usually the only kind of thing you dog-sit. And, yeah, I didn't look too hard for it. And then all of a sudden, I was cleaning off the couch of just random stuff that I bought at garage sales lately, because, man, I've been finding too much stuff at garage sales. And, yeah, it was under that stuff. So, now I have a Switch dock. I've been playing this quite a bit, and I've been enjoying it. So yeah. Yeah. So that's pretty much it for the pickups. Now, where have I been in the past while? Well, so Nintendo just announced the Mini Super Nintendo, right? It's like the NES Classic Edition. Let's go ahead and grab mine for a visual demonstration. Totally not to gloat that I have one at all. No, I'm joking. But yeah, it's cool. It's awesome. I like it. And I wasn't originally planning on buying it unless I could just, you know, get it in a store. But Amazon just happened to put them on sale while I was looking for a Master Edition, and on NowInStock.net, they were like, "Hey, this thing is up. You can go get one on Amazon Prime Ship now." So I went to Amazon, I bought it, and here it is for $60. So yeah, now I want the SNES Classic, which is going to be interesting because people are really looking for this one. Yeah, I've been spending all my time on NowInStock waiting for pre-orders to go up. And now that's not the only reason I hang out on NowInStock. It's because the awesome people in the Discuss chat. If you're looking for a Super Nintendo Classic or Mini or whatever you want to call it, I would recommend going over to itsnowinstock.net. I'll leave a link in the description of this video. And yeah, they're freaking awesome. And some of the users on there persuaded me to get ARMS. Where did I put the case? Oh, right here. ARMS. So that's pretty cool. Because I was kind of, you know, once again, I was kind of on the fence after playing the Test Punch, but I was like, yeah, this might get stale quickly. It hasn't so far. I've been thoroughly enjoying it. It has a lot more depth than I originally thought it would. To like the fighting mechanics and stuff like that. It's very much along the veins of what's that game on the Power Stone, I think. I don't know. My Dreamcast-anese isn't up to standard yet right now. But I've heard similarities to that, and after, you know, I've seen a gameplay of that one. It's like, yeah, that kind of has that vibe to it. It's incredible. It's an incredibly fun game. So yeah, I'd recommend if you need something to play on your Switch, go ahead and pick it up. Yeah, and what else have I been doing lately? Other than my dieting, I don't know if I mentioned this yet, but I've been on a diet. It's been interesting, to say the least. But hopefully it'll be worth it in the end. So far, it's already felt worth it. Is there anything else I really have to mention? Oh yeah, for those of you guys who watch my record pickup videos, I will have another one of those coming soon because I have found more records too. So, be prepared for that. Yeah, this has been Dusty. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all next time. Take it easy.